Hi, this is Dan from Pennsylvania Avengers. You're watching Avengers Paintball Reviews. Alright, today I'm going to review the HK, the full experience loader. We're also going to compare it to the Virtue Spire and the Empire Prophecy. We're going to do a weight test, and then we're going to do a drop test with some reballs and some regular balls. And we're going to get some different shots of the loader working. The HK full experience loader comes with the EXO Evo case. The Evo case is really nice. It's strong and sturdy. At Prophecy, I'd throw it in the bag and something would bump it and turn it on, and I'd find out that my batteries are dead when it comes tournament day, and that's just not a fun experience to have at all. This is how it comes out of the box, pretty much just like this, with a cardboard sleeve over top of it. But I'll open it up here. And pretty much comes like this, with the manuals up top here. This is a slot that you can keep your extra lids in. You can keep your manuals up here. And this is the loader is in there nice and snug. It doesn't really wiggle around much. And a cardboard bottom that keeps the feed neck in place so it doesn't slide around very much at all. The instructions that come with it are really easy. It's really easy to understand. The loader holds 216 plus paintballs with the stock shell. So they are coming out with different shells. So I've heard probably it'll be 260 or 270. The way it holds the 216 rounds is their zero gravity lift tray that's inside in the very front of the loader that pushes down so you can fit more paintballs in there, and also make sure when you're running low on ammo it'll kick them up and push them down into the feed system. And the swoop stack feeds the balls in very well. There's a 3-layer slip system, and that system will move away to decrease the probability of a jam, and that's really nice. And I haven't had a jam yet. If there happens to be a jam, you can use this anti-jam button here on the right of the power button on the back, and the on button's right here. And I haven't had to use it at all, and it's just a really nice system that they have. All right, let's take the loader apart. What they call their toolless hyperlock system. Just slide up this little lever here, push this tab up, and it just pops apart. It's really easy. It takes no effort at all. And then this one here, same thing. Pull it forward and just push it up there with your thumb, and the whole thing pretty much comes right apart. This is the main guts of the loader. Here's the zero gravity lift tray that I was talking about before. It's very easy to push down. You can see how it works down here. And this, how it feeds and senses the paintballs, if there's enough paintballs in your paintball gun, is this lever right here pushes over. It's very sensitive and works very well. Here is your batteries. Your batteries are easy to change and install when you get the gun. You just pull this tab down and flick that little cover up there, and it takes 2 batteries, which is the least I've seen. I know the rotor takes 3. My Prophecy takes 4, which is a lot of batteries. And they say this lasts about 30,000 shots. I haven't gotten that far yet, so I can't prove that. So far, I put 1 set of batteries in and it's been fine. To adjust your settings, it's very easy. There's no programming. It's not confusing like the Virtue Spire. It's just a simple twist of this lever right here. Now you can see there's actually different heights here, and it's easy to see which one's the lowest, the medium, and the high. The high you'd want to use for like reballs or very, very stiff paint. I've had it on the lowest one and I haven't had a problem. And further breaking it down, I haven't broken down much down here. That wasn't necessary. To clean underneath the push-up, I found it easy to just push up back here and just turn to the next section of, there's little dots in there, and it just slides right out. It has paddles down here as well as the top paddles that really definitely feed it in there. So re-put it back in, just pull that system back up there, it slides through, and then just put it into the next set of little dots there. Now to reassemble it, it's very easy. Just put the back in first, snap it down. It snaps in there, it's not coming out of there. Put the front in first, and snap that down, and then make sure you lock your back. The combat contour shell is what they're calling it. It's very, very strong, very durable. Like I said, I've already dove with the loader on. It seems like it's really good quality, especially the feed neck area, which I had problems with my Prophecy. The feed neck area actually broke on me one time. I had to buy a whole new back system. But it's really thick. It feels like it's good quality. The plastic, it's not cheap. I have a whole bunch of different colors of the combat contour shells. Like I said before, they're probably going to come out with a different size, probably 270 rounds. The lid system, switching lids. Switching lids is important because if it starts raining, it gets muddy. You really don't want to have a speed feed. The water will get in your paintballs, mud will get in, mess up your shots. You're not going to have very accurate shots. So switching lids is important on rainy days. So there's a button right in here, right in the middle. You just push that in, and it slides right out. To reinstall it, you just push it back in, slide in the little grooves, and it just snaps back in. You're ready to go. Without further ado, let's get to the scale and weigh the HK TFX with a Virtue Spire. We're going to compare that, and also a Empire Prophecy. Here we have the HK TFX. It does have its batteries on. I will show you. Definitely has the batteries in there. 2 AA batteries, like I said before, and let's see how much it weighs. With batteries, 1.13 pounds. That's fairly light. Here is the Empire Prophecy. This does have its batteries in it. 1.23 pounds. And here's the Virtue Spire, also with its batteries in it. And that weighs 1.2 pounds. So out of this group of 3, probably because it has the least amount of batteries, the HK loader is actually the lightest loader. Alright, now comparing the HK TFX with the Virtue Spire, you can see that they're pretty much the same length. The HK TFX looks a little bit longer, but they are incredibly similar in length. As for height, both very low. They both have a smooth profile. You can see by the shells, they're both pretty streamlined. They look neat. They're pretty much the same as for where the location of the on-off button is. You just push it in. This one powers up. Same thing with the TFX. Just push it in, powers up. You can see that looking straight on, there doesn't look like there's much there. But if I would pick one, the ease of use and the lightness of both of them, I would probably pick the TFX. It's just, I can feel it right now holding it, that the Spire is heavier. But they are both very, very nice loaders. I just like the fact that the TFX has a little bit bigger area for paintballs to go in. And the Spire also holds less paintballs, so you get more paintballs in the TFX. The Spire does come in more colors, but I bet HK is coming out with all kinds of customizations. Here they are on a marker. The HK loader, it's very low. There's not much space in between your feed neck and the gun. As you can see, it doesn't, because it's so low, it does not really affect your sightline at all. I actually think it feels a little bit better, and it definitely makes you have a smaller profile. Like I said, I only got shot one time while I was playing in the loader. From the side, it looks awesome on the gun. It gives it a definite combat look like they say it does. It's very, very, very nice. Compared to the Spire, this is all the way down as far as it can go. There is a little bit more space there. The Spire is shorter, a little bit taller than the HK loader. They both look pretty similar when you're coming down the gun, but you do notice that the Spire just feels a little bit taller right here. So your mask would still be in the way, but it definitely feels a little bit different. And that's what they look like on a gun. Now let's take it outside. We're gonna go shoot some paintballs through it, and I'll give you some different views of that. All right, I have some graffiti paint, and I think some RPS paint in there as well, and something else. I'm shooting the Ego LV1 with the HK TFX. Here we go. It's on semi-auto. With the 20 balls per second maxed out, you're not ever going to max that out in competition. And there we go, all out of paint. All right, I just have a few RPS paintballs in there. We'll do a little bit of a drop test, and you can see what the internals look like and how they work. Here's the pros and cons of the HK, the full experience. Pro, it's very, very light. It's very easy to disassemble. Easy to clean. Easy to change the batteries. Just pop the tray out. It takes 2 batteries instead of 3 or 4 like the Prophecy. It's very heavy duty. Very strong. It'll handle any dive into the snake. Or the ball capacity is definitely a plus. It has a very low profile, and it's incredibly easy to use. Now the cons are this green LED in the back. When you're playing, especially like in an indoor location, it's very, very, very bright. The HK logo here on the side actually popped off while I was playing, and I just haven't put it back on yet, but that's definitely something that's a little bit annoying, but that doesn't affect the performance. That's just a look thing. And the stock lid is definitely very hard to open. It takes quite a bit of force to open the lid, which is a little annoying during gameplay because you really have to try a lot harder to open it, so that's one thing. And when you're out of paint, it does keep running. So Spire will just kind of slowly agitate instead of just keep spinning. But overall, this is a really great loader. Out of all the loaders I've used and played with, this one is definitely the best one so far. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to our review of the HK TFX. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and if you have any questions, please comment below.